The cheese curds have traveled from her vagina into her brain and she can't think.
Welcome back to Rose Analysis, where I analyze things, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the wonderful world of Charlie Gold, Amberlynn Reid, and Foodie Beauty. Now, depending on what corner of YouTube you spend most of your time in, it's likely that you've heard of Amberlynn at least before. If not, I'll give you a little brief background. Amberlynn is a 29-year-old lifestyle YouTuber who lives in Kentucky. She mainly uploads like clothing hauls, what I eat in a day, just regular vlog outings and stuff. But the main point of Amberlynn's channel was to document her weight loss. Except Amberlynn managed to gain about 200 pounds while trying to lose weight. Obviously, because of this, her channel has gotten a lot of attention. People have come to see the mess, to see the fact that she continually fails to lose weight. Not only are they mad about her not losing the weight, Amberlynn has been involved in multiple controversies and has said problematic things in the past. And so I just want to make it abundantly clear in this video that I'm not defending Amberlynn's past actions, but I do still think that some of the criticisms that people make against her aren't actually criticisms, and it fits the narrative of bullying. If you do want a deeper look into Amberlynn, there are hundreds and hundreds of videos out there, but I really want to focus my video on Charlie Gold. Charlie Gold is a YouTuber who makes videos on Amberlynn Reid. Her channel also started out as a kind of vloggy weight loss channel, but her content quickly shifted into reacting to Amberlynn Reid.
I need to do better. Because I'm doing it.
Now, I believe that reacting and critical commentary are one thing, and then there's a whole other level, which is bullying. When you kind of enter a community where there are already hundreds of videos made on this person and you come in to only say meaner things, to me, that's not coming in to teach anyone anything, teach Amberlynn anything. A lot of people have been coming forward with the fact that they feel that Charlie's content isn't necessarily fair. My true opinion is that there's just no excuse into mocking and shaming Amberlynn Reid for things that Charlie is guilty of herself. A lot of Charlie's content is filled with looks of disgust and really harsh commentary.
Her hands actually kind of resemble Thanos' hands from the Avengers. You know how that glove he was always after, it's like really big? Except when she snaps her fingers, instead of my channel deleting, she just grows an extra chin.
And she constantly talks about the fact that Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty just monetize their addictions. And what I don't understand is coming on the internet to bash struggling addicts and show us your own hypocrisy. So I want to get into some of the things that Charlie says she has a problem with and why she kind of has her YouTube channel. So her main thing is that she feels that Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reid monetize their addictions.
I don't like people monetizing their addiction or their eating disorders.
Now, the thing is, Charlie makes reaction videos on these people, which to me would then indicate that she's also monetizing off of their addictions. Her most recent workout vlog received about 26,000 views, whereas videos uploaded after that garnered way more views than that because they weren't related to Charlie herself. So yes, her audience is here for the mess, they're here for the drama, they're here for the harsh words. In what way is this constructive or adding value?
She's a stubborn Canadian pig. She's honestly just a Michelin man and refrigerator crossbreed that just won't listen.
How can you say...
I actually put a lot of time into it, and it's pure laziness to just try to send my message just through Amberlynn reactions. I can do more than that.
And then do the complete opposite of that. If we actually just look at Charlie's channel, out of the 123 videos she has posted at the time of me recording this, 91 of them are about Foodie Beauty or Amberlynn Reid. In what way is Charlie living up to her own commitment for her channel?
It's pure laziness to just try to send my message just through Amberlynn reactions. I can do more than that, I can be better than that, and I will be better than that.
If about 75% of the content is about someone else. This is just more than using someone's name to get some extra views or to elevate your content. This is beyond capitalizing off somebody else. This is capitalizing off their addiction. It's saying, look, these people are addicted to food and I'm going to shame them for that, and then I'm going to make money from that content. By creating hundreds of videos off of someone else, that is a monetization of their addiction. If Amberlynn wants to make 100 videos of herself trying to lose weight and continually failing, that's on Amberlynn. And the sooner that people stop looking at it, the sooner that Amberlynn will have to either face herself or she just won't have a platform to do this anymore. Another thing that Charlie seems to have a problem with is that she feels that Amberlynn frequently lies to her audience, manipulates, gaslights, and just never stands by her commitments that she makes for herself. And she tends to hold on to Amberlynn's past mistakes as well. And I totally understand accountability. We do need to hold people accountable for their actions. But where I get a little bit confused is that Charlie supports very openly Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, who have very colorful pasts, no pun intended, but I don't understand how she's able to look past all of that they've done, but looks at Amberlynn as this failure, this person who did things wrong in her past and cannot move past that. If you're able to move past someone's terrible past and terrible things they might have done.
You say black folk cannot wear MAC cosmetics and you splash your acid in her face.
Well, maybe if she wasn't wearing the wrong foundation color, I wouldn't have to splash no battery acid.
Then that energy should just be kept. Charlie likes to regard herself as this woman who's of her word, but that's just not true. If we look at her Pig Mad video that she made about Foodie Beauty, she said that she only started making these reactions because of a community post that Foodie Beauty posted that mentioned Charlie Gold.
The first time I reacted to her was after she brought me up in her community tabs. I never reacted to her.
Now, since Chantel frequently deletes her community posts, I wasn't able to find the exact post that Charlie was talking about, but I've speculated that it's likely this post. And if you want to read it, I'll let you pause, but there's nothing in here to me that sounds so bad that it warrants Charlie Gold making so many videos about her. She basically stood up for Amberlynn and stood up for herself and kind of called Charlie out for her content, and Charlie took that and ran with it. And it's just a bit interesting because in the past she has said that she would only address Chantel once and leave it at that.
What I won't do is continue to do the same thing. I may have slip-ups, but what I won't do is be trapped. This is a trap that this big toddler set out, and that's not something I'm gonna engage in. I personally take too much time to do my makeup, to do my hair, to get dressed, to just simply roll around in mud with a pig.
But Charlie's done the complete opposite of that. She's stooped to Chantel's level. She didn't want to give her attention. She did all of that. Also, I'm a little bit confused because I found this tweet where Charlie says that she was going to start making Foodie Beauty reactions, and this is before that community post, so like I said, maybe there's another one out there, but this tweet to me makes it sound like Charlie had full intentions of making videos about Chantel, whether Chantel said anything to her or not. I really encourage you to watch this video from Charlie Gold because it's filled with a lot of contradictions and this promise of elevating her content and not focusing on these reactions and these people, which kind of leads me to my next point, and it's the fact that she calls their content lazy. And don't get me wrong, Amberlynn's content is lazy, Chantel's content is lazy, but Charlie, honestly, your content is lazy as well.
They deserve this. They brought it on themselves. You deserve all this hate. That's just like such a warped mentality. Anyway, that's my opinion on basis already knows. So, I had a little, okay, not a little, a big epiphany, if you will. A very big epiphany. Was making this today. So I'm like, I wanted to show them. So this is why I'm doing this video. And for us, a traditional meal is like some kind of roast. So like usually turkey and ham or turkey and roast. So we had prime rib roast and turkey. And stuffing, which is my favorite part. And stuffing, mashed potatoes, some kind of vegetables, cranberry sauce, and what else? Yeah, dinner rolls, salads or whatever. I didn't have salad this time. And for dessert,
Anyway, In this reaction she did to Chantel's Thanksgiving vlog, she talks about how carrying weight in the midsection isn't good and how it makes it harder to breathe.
That probably plays a part in why she breathes the way she does, because when you carry a lot of your weight in your midsection, it's really dangerous.
Then she mentions the fact that Chantel looks about 9 months pregnant.
Like, Chantel is forever looking pregnant, so she still looks like she's due any day.
But then she catches herself and she's like, well, you know, I look like 5 months pregnant.
As the weight has dropped, I've gone from looking maybe 9 months pregnant to maybe more like 5 or 6 months pregnant, and I'm not pregnant.
Looking pregnant when you're not pregnant is not good, period. And Charli frequently does this where it's like, yeah, my arms are big, but, or I do that, but, or I used to binge on that, but.
I got just a couple pairs.
I feel like my underwear is big as well. Obviously, I'm obese, I'm working on it, but I know for sure my underwear is big, but that looks just like the black version of the tent. The hands have really grown. They're huge. I don't have small hands, don't get me wrong. I'm still morbidly obese, but hers are getting bigger.
There isn't really any buts. If you are the same size or a bit smaller, you relate, you identify, you are similar to them. You are similar to what you're critiquing, which doesn't really make sense to me. Another reason why I think the content is lazy is because this would have been a great time for Charli to do some research about carrying weight in your midsection and what that does to the body and what it can do to you long term. Except she was just like...
Because when you carry a lot of your weight in your midsection, it's really dangerous. I don't remember the exact scientific stuff behind it, but if you look into it,
if you're going to have a channel where you're going to make claims and say these things, then you should be able to support it. It's not really your audience's job to look up every single thing that you say. If you're calling them to watch this content that's supposed to be transformative and elevating,
be better today than you were yesterday and greater tomorrow than you will be today.
Charli also seems to have a problem with Chantel eating food in her car. I think on 2 occasions now she's brought up the fact that Chantel eats food in her car to hide the fact that she's doing this from her family.
So I think when it comes to the trashy food that she really wants to eat, she eats it in public, private. She eats it in private because it doesn't fit the narrative that she's telling her family. Look back at her videos. Anything above fast food, she'll eat at home. But the fast food ones, she's not eating at home anymore. I'm telling you, she's lying about something. And I truly feel like I'm onto something. Just saying.
Now, I've seen her bring this up, and the thing is, that is part of addiction. So instead of using this as like a reference point for like education or awareness and like this is a sign of addiction in somebody, she uses it as a point to like make fun of her or shame her, which I think is really concerning because many people who suffer from addiction have to hide it from their family, from their friends, from their spouse, because it's shameful. And when Chantel's doing that, although she's uploading it to YouTube, to some degree her, yes, doing it in the car is because she feels shame for what she's doing. But if you're aware that this is an addiction, why are you making fun of people with addictions? Or why are you making fun of moments where their addiction is really showing? That's insensitive no matter if you like the person or not. It's fine that you don't like her, but to shame points of addiction, because maybe some of your viewers are dealing with addiction and they do that exact thing that Chantel does. Yes, it's shameful, it's embarrassing, but there's no need to use that as a point to shame someone. I'm sure that Chantel feels bad about it on her own. Okay, so this is what made me really want to make this video, and it was this challenge that Charli made for Amberlynn. So on December 7th, 2019, Charli went on live to openly invite Amberlynn to take part in a weight loss challenge. So the rules were pretty simple. The competition would run from January 2nd, 2020 until May 2nd, 2020, and the goal would just be to lose the highest percent of body fat. So Charli and Amber would have to post weigh-ins to their YouTube channels every month, and then the last win would have to be at a physician's office, and Charli offered to pay for Amberlynn's visit as well. If now Amber were to lose the challenge, she would have to donate $2,000 to the charity of Charli Gold's choice. Now if Charli loses, she would have to donate $1,000 to the charity of Amberlynn's choice, and she would stop making Amberlynn videos forever. Now Charli was very hype on the live. She even went as far as to buy the same scale that Amberlynn uses.
Is it not working? Ready. So I actually went out and bought this. So we will be using the same exact scale.
She was very, confident in the fact that she was gonna win.
Like if I win, which I plan to win.
And she basically said, about Amber, if that Amber doesn't take the challenge, that it says more about her than Charli, and that basically Amberlynn has no reason not to take this challenge.
If she's really moving in the right direction, Amberlynn, take my challenge. Take my challenge. Why not? I don't see a reason why. What does she have to lose? I don't understand why she wouldn't do it. Amberlynn should take me up on this offer if she actually means it.
But Amberlynn absolutely has the right not to acknowledge you, look at you, accept anything that you say when you've made a career literally making fun of her. I don't think she owes you anything. But anyway, she did not accept the challenge, but it's okay. Charlie can still hold up her end of the bargain, which is what she said she would do.
And but like, if she doesn't want to do it anyways. Yeah, the thing is, I was planning to bring weigh-ins back in January anyways. So whether Amberlynn says no, I'm bringing my weigh-ins back. So I was planning to bring that back regardless. So
except Charlie never did either. So she never accepted the challenge and then only uploaded 9 videos that were non-Amberlynn related or Foodie Beauty related after that. And then only 4 of those were actually personal, where she might like put her weigh-ins or her progress in, but she didn't do that. Now, Charlie did openly express that she did go through some things in December and that might have hindered her progress, but that's not the reason why.
Charlie's created a challenge for Amberlynn, a weight loss challenge, but she hasn't really lost any weight.
Not true.
The amount, like in months.
Not true.
Or hasn't done a weight loss update.
Again, I do what I want. And a lot of people are asking me about the challenge. Amberlynn never accepted. What am I going to do? Compete with myself?
So 2 things here. Amberlynn didn't accept the challenge. Why is that a relevant response to Chantel, considering you said yourself that you would be doing the challenge regardless of whether or not Amberlynn accepted the challenge?
Oh yeah, and but like, if she doesn't want to do it anyways. Yeah, the thing is, I was planning to bring weigh-ins back in January anyways. So whether Amberlynn says no, I'm bringing my weigh-ins back.
It's not so much about like competing against yourself. It's just the simple fact that you said you were going to do it. And 2, I do what I want.
Again, I do what I want.
Why is that an acceptable response to not holding up your end of a bargain? If Amber or Chantel ever say, I just do what I want, that would never be acceptable and that would never fly for Charlie. That side of YouTube always wants an explanation as to why or why not they're doing something. And then Charlie makes this challenge and then doesn't do it and then just says, I do what I want. And fair, you did make the challenge after all, but you did also hold the promise to your audience that you were gonna do it. So now, since the challenge didn't quite work out, not only because Amber didn't accept it, but because Charlie didn't do it, she then proposed a new challenge to herself a couple weeks ago.
220 by the end of this year for my weight, because I calculated it should be around 9 pounds a month. 220. I don't hit that goal, for me, for my channel, for my supporters, I'll delete this channel. Delete it, I'll start a completely new channel with the same name. No reactions.
And see, now I don't know why Charlie keeps putting her YouTube channel on the line with these challenges when no one's really asked her to stop. I think Amberlynn's accepted the fact that people are going to make videos on her every single day, and if Charlie were to stop, it really wouldn't make a difference on whether or not people were making videos on her. Someone else would just quickly fill that spot. And it just seems as though Charlie has designed this challenge in a way that no matter if she loses the weight or not, she walks away with integrity in the eyes of her viewers because they don't see her as capable of doing any wrong. So let's just say she hits the 220. Okay, great, she wins. She's commemorated for losing the weight. She's smaller, she feels good, and she's a woman of her word. Great. But now if she loses and deletes her channel, even in that, she still wins because her audience will still see her as a woman of her word. Oh, she didn't lose the weight, but you know what? She held her word and she deleted her channel. But Charlie still has an Instagram account, she still has a Twitter account, and she said she would keep the same name of the channel, which means that her audience would just find her on the new channel and she would post different content. In my personal opinion, I think if Charlie really wants to make an impact if she loses, she should post a video to her channel openly apologizing to Amberlynn for all the bullying that she's done to her and leave it up. I think that's more than fair. Now, I don't personally believe in sitting on the internet and attacking people for the way they look, especially in terms of weight. It's a very touchy subject for a lot of people, but I am not led to believe that Charlie has lost any significant weight in the past year. If you're truly burning 1,000 calories and working with a personal trainer every day.
I used to burn over 1,000 calories a day because of my workouts and obviously, things I did outside of my workouts. I don't have that. I still work out, but they're not the same.
There should be a pretty distinct difference in your appearance. It would be something we would notice drastically. And let's just say that my eyes are just wrong and Charlie has lost the weight. Would Charlie not share that on her channel, make a video, do a weigh-in like she said she would? would you just not be proud of yourself? Like this is Charlie a year ago and then this is Charlie now. And in that before clip, Charlie's talking about how she dropped about another 52 pounds and she's super happy and she's lit up.
I just want to announce your girl is down 52 pounds. You heard it, 52 pounds.
And look, if Charlie did not lose a single pound in the past year, that is okay, because weight loss is tricky and you have to go through a lot of like mental hurdles to get through weight loss. It's so much more than just the physical. You deal with, slowing down of losing weight, plateaus, even gaining, just binging on food. Like, these are normal things that happen. And it's like, how have you gone the whole past year shaming people for these things when it seems you haven't been working on and maintaining your own health? And another reason why I do think that I'm not incorrect in thinking this is like, Amber is frequently bringing up the fact that she's lost 70 pounds. And Charlie had this to say.
It's amazing. You're down over 70 pounds.
I don't know who she's trying to remind of this. We know you're over 70. She's over 70 pounds down at this point, and it'll keep going as long as she keeps trying. But stop reminding us. I lost over 100 pounds. I barely remind you guys.
And it's like, let Amber talk about her losing 70 pounds if she wants. Like, be proud. 70 pounds is a lot of weight to lose. And it's a lot harder when you're almost 600 pounds and you are used to treating your body like shit. That is an accomplishment no matter which way you want to look at it. And I don't think Amber should shut up.
Yesterday in your live, your attitude was very different. Amberlynn has every right to comment back, fight back, defend herself. She should. But don't pretend when you post these videos, oh, woe is me, these reaction channels keep coming after me. No.
Homegirl lost some weight for starters, and she's literally like talked about, bullied.
I wonder if she went blind if she'd lose weight.
So much happens to this girl every day, and it's like, on live, yeah, she's probably gonna be different. On live, it's more like kicking the shit with your friends. Like, everyone's, I feel, a little bit more bold and talkative with their friends. Like, it's just like every single aspect, corner of Amberlynn's life is analyzed, and she cannot do anything right. So, my final thoughts. I, again, just need to address this. This is not me defending Amberlynn Reid or Foodie Beauty. They definitely have addictions, some deep trauma, and things that they need to work through, and I won't argue that. But this is just me simply holding Charlie Gold accountable separate of that. I think Charlie had some really, really good intentions when she started this YouTube channel. I think that she got sucked into the reacting bubble, if you will, and because it's gotten her the numbers, she's going to continue doing it. I find it incredibly difficult to not look at this as bullying, because there are so many other people on the internet who do similar or worse than Amberlynn. Let's look at Nikocado, for example. She continues to make videos on these two women because it's easy. It's likely people aren't going to defend them, but I am holding Charlie accountable for the fact that this content is hardly content. It's just sitting on camera, making faces at people, calling them really degrading names.
She's a stubborn Canadian pig.
And then calling it entertainment. I just can't get down with it. But I do really want to know what you guys think. Do you think Charlie's content is fair? Do you think that all critique and all criticism is valid, and that even if it's mean, it's still considered critique? I'd love to know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. You guys are so great. All right, guys. Bye.